Hi everyone, Joel Tarian here, and today's video we're going to take you through the very popular and powerful Eresponder Pro. So I'm clicking on the Eresponder Pro link, and the first thing you're going to want to do is set up an email campaign. Okay, what is a campaign? It's a separate autoresponder system for each website that you own. Let's say domain 1 is cats.com and you're selling cat toys. Well, the autoresponder series that you set up there is going to be different from domain 2, which is dogtoys.com. So you're going to want a different email series for each. So the first thing you want to do over here is set up a campaign. Okay? Now you're going to find a default campaign in there called prospecting. That directly attaches to your prospecting system, which is down here, right here. Now so you don't want to delete that one, okay? But there is a default one for prospecting. So I'm going to add a new campaign, and we're going to do the ones for my dog toys. If I have a website selling dog toys, okay? Your from name. Okay, your from email. Notification email is the email that you would put in if you want to be notified. So I'm going to put that one in there as well. And then company name, mine's GVO. Website is http://gogvo.com. Now, I want to be notified every time somebody new subscribes to my autoresponder, and it will go to the notification email. That email address is never shared with the people on your list. It's for your own internal purposes. So I'm going to click Add Campaign. Okay, so now I have my new campaign here. Okay, and I want to go to that campaign up here because I want to use it. Okay, so I'm going to go to my dog toys campaign, and here we are. Okay, and what I'm going to do now is create a form. So here I am at the campaigns. I'm on my dog toys campaign over here. I want to create a form, which is an opt-in form for that campaign. Okay, so I'm going to click here. You can give the form name whatever you want. I'm going to call it dog toys again. Okay, thank you page is the page that they will be redirected to after they sign up off the main page. So again, guys, dog toys I don't own. Well, I own Joel Tarian. So let's use that, and I want to go to thanks.html. Okay, always use double opt-in, guys. You don't want to get yourself in trouble with spam complaints. Okay, so I want full name and email. There's other ones I can use. I can do first name and last name this way. So I just want to do first name. I want to do create. Okay, now if you want to create different messages or different fields for your form, you do it this way. What you need to do is click on custom fields right here, and then I could add a new custom. Let's say I want their phone number. I can put phone there. I can update fields, and then if I come back to my campaign and I click on my list of campaigns here and I click edit, okay, I can go to my forms right here, and I can edit this form, and now I can go and put in other aspects. So if I want to add phone in there, and I can make it a required or unrequired field, I'm going to make it required. I'm going to click edit, and there we go. So here I am back on my forms page here, and I can actually preview what my form will look like. So I've got first name, email, and phone, and submit. Okay, now what you need to do is just simply grab the HTML code that's placed here, and you would just take this code and simply embed it to your website there where you want to capture the form. Okay, now if you're a new internet marketer, you're probably going to say, whoa, I don't know how to do this. That is why we created the Easy Video Producer. Okay, you can take your form and put it into any prospecting page that you want to using the Easy Video Producer, which is a full video lead capture system. Okay, but there's other advanced users who are going to want to take that code and put it onto their own website. Very easy to do as well. Okay, here you can import a list of users. Okay, it will require double opt-in, but you can import, and you need to include the column headers at the start. Okay, so what I mean by that is I'm going to actually open up a notepad here. Okay, and you can see my notepad. I'm going to shrink this up so that you can see the whole thing, and I'm going to shrink it up just a little bit so I can do both things at the same time. So when it says please include these delimiters, what you need to do is you need to copy these, okay, and be aware of the delimiter you're using and paste it here, okay, because otherwise the system's not going to know on the next line. So your first line always needs to contain this information. So my full name is Joel Tarian, okay. Then you can use any delimiter you want. You can use comma, whatever, but you have to be consistent. So I would just use the semicolon. Then the email is joeltarian@testmail.com. Okay, and then the custom one is something that I used was phone. So my phone's going to be 555-555-5555, just like the movies, okay? So without this on the top, when you put everything else in, it doesn't know what is the name, what is the email address, and what is the custom. So as you can see, they fall in line. The full name is Joel Tarian. So if I had another line, it would be Mike Potvin. So each line corresponds to a new user. Mike Potvin, okay, semicolon, Mikey P@testmail.com, okay, and his phone number is 554-555-4444, okay. Now I'm going to save this to my desktop. I'm going to call it my leads. Let's call it my import list. Okay, I'm going to save that. I'm going to close this, and then I can browse to my desktop, and let me pull this into the window for you. Okay, and so I'm on my desktop, and I'm going to look for my import list, which is here. I know it is. So here it is right here. I click that. I know my field delimiter is the semicolon, and I click import. Okay? And there's my import log here. It shows me the two people that came in, Mikey P and Joel Tarian. So the next thing you're going to want to do, and I just clicked on it now, is you're going to want to create messages, and it's really one of the first things you're going to want to do for your list. So I'm going to create a message. Now the merge tags here, okay, are based on when you did your import last. So if I want to put in Mike's or my first name, okay, I can do that right here. He's a subscriber, and I go, and it puts the actual tag. So if for example, if I put hi subscriber full name, comma, welcome to my newsletter, okay, thanks Joel. When I get the email, it's going to say hi Joel Tarian. If Mike gets the email, it's going to say hi Mikey P, okay. That's how you personalize it. And then if I wanted the subscriber's custom one, which was the phone number, I could do this. I could go, okay, and it puts the custom one. So what I can do is I would, welcome to my newsletter. You submitted phone number, subscriber custom one, because remember I made custom one the phone number. I will be calling you shortly. Okay, and then I can just add message. Now you can either send it as HTML or text. This one's a text message, so I'm going to click send as text. I'm going to click add message. Whoops, I forgot my subject line. Welcome to my newsletter. Add message. There we go. Okay, now I can add a follow-up message to that message that I want to be sent. That 0 days is the next day after the first one. So I'm going to put it on 2 days after they get my first email, and then I can do the same thing over again. Hi, and then I want their subscriber full name. Okay, so there we go. And I go, comma. A few days back, because remember, they got the last email a few days back, etc., etc., okay? And then I put my subject line, you know, welcome to message 2. I click add message. Okay, so there's some basic things that you can do. And then, of course, if you want to contact your list, which is one of the most powerful things you can do, the money is in your email list. You can send a broadcast message. You can choose the campaign that you want to send to, and that will and you can send at a later date. You can even set the date. So what's that applicable for? Well, if you're doing a joint venture with somebody, and they want you to send it out on Saturday, but you're not going to be around on Saturday, you can actually set a queued time for it to go out. Okay, so and this is how you build up your campaigns. You put in your subject line. You can use the same merge fields here that you want to use, and you can send as HTML. Now, here's a big note. If you send it as HTML, it will track your stats much better, your open rate of people who open your email. So I always send my emails as HTML, but I make them look like text, okay? So to be sure you're sending them as HTML, you click on the editor here, and you can do it like this. Hi, Joel is here. Welcome to my newsletter. Okay, and then when I click save here, and I come back, you'll see that it's actually embedded the HTML right into the form here. And then I can send my broadcast. Okay? And then on your broadcast messages, it will give you all the stats as you build up. The stats of your total sent, your opens, and your clicks. Now, why do you want to know your opens and your clicks? You want to know that because you want to know what subject lines best work with you. So as an example, you have a certain subject line here. You sent it to 550 people and 482 opened the email. You know that's a fantastic subject line, okay? You send out another email to your 550 people. Only 120 open it up. That's a really bad subject line, okay? So that's it for the basics of this software here. The next video, we're going to go into your easy video producer so that you can see how to embed one of your campaigns in your Eresponder Pro with just a few clicks of a mouse into a live website. So thanks for watching video 1, and we're going to put the next video that you really should watch underneath the easy video producer campaign.